welcome. Today I'm going to make a very little piece of tableware. This is one I made earlier, and I will also show you the bottom of it. And it might just be that you still have no idea what it is. It's a salt sprinkler. Salt sprinkler? Yeah. The principle is very simple. That's why I understand it. What we're going to do, this is the outside of my salt sprinkler. I turn a nice shape, whatever. I think I just keep it straight. And I make a hole in it like this. So this is hollow, this is material, and somewhere here the shape ends. And what I'm going to do then is take the other piece, this is elm and this is maple, and then take a piece of maple and make this. So here's a little hole where the salt goes in and out. And if there's salt in the sprinkler, it's all here.
Wow.
So if I shake it, the salt goes and out.
Yeah.
That's the whole principle. So let's start. Have a little piece of wood, put it between centers and make it round.
First cut is the deepest.
It's round now. Next step, make a tenon. There it is. I've made tenons more often, so I say this is 52 mils.
And?
52.
Wow.
Of course. Next thing to do is put this piece of wood in a chuck. Good. I have made a straight surface here. It's time to do some hollowing. Take out the center and it's the easy way of hollowing is using a drill. Speed not too high. There we go. Have to sharpen that one before it goes back into the drawer. Clean up the sides. I'll get a light. So there's a hole now, and now the inner shape has got to be like this, so that the salt, if we shake it and it goes up, it goes down in the middle of it. Therefore, I have a little scraper with. I need a little scraper with a round tip, and I will make that. Normally it is quite annoying when you are hollowing and you stuck with a cone like that in the middle, and this time we use it. I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper and I don't have to do that, of course, because we will glue it and close it so nobody can ever look inside. But I know, and I want it to be a bit clean. Now we can finish it. Any design proposals can be made now.
I like the straight form.
You like the straight form?
Yeah.
So then we'll keep it a straight form. This is the height. You want it straight, you get it straight. I'll just make it a bit thinner. One of the questions I often get is to make a video about finishing the products. Well, but there's so really very much to buy for finishing. But I will finish this piece of elm. I have sanded it with 320. I take a bit of sanding paste. This is the Yorkshire grit. You can hear a little bit that it is sanding if I put it under wood. Also here on the end grain. What you see now more or less is that I sand in one go from 320 to, I don't know what it is, 800 or 1000 or something like that. It's pomace in wax. So now I get the wax off the wood. And now put a finish on it, because Yorkshire grit is not a finish.
Yes.
Here I use Chestnut's friction polish, which is a very easy way to get some shine on your product. Friction polish it is called. So I should make some friction between the shellac and the wood, and then the shellac will melt into the wood, and there will be shine. So if you get warm fingers, you're doing well. I get warm fingers, so I'm doing well. And now it shines.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. We have 38 millimeters. Good. And now I finish the top. To 40 and 320 grit. Now we'll do the trick again with the sanding paste and the friction polish. Always make sure that you don't get any shavings in your sanding paste. Clean piece to get the wax off.
Wow.
We already know what it looks like when it's on the table. I now, of course, can take this piece to make the inside here, but I thought it would be a nice idea to have a little bit of contrast in the color of the wood, so I will make that from a piece of maple. So let's take this one out. Make a tenon once again. Take the elm out. A little bit more deeper. Good. Now this has to fit in here, and that was 38. So let's make this one 38. Okay. If I just sand it, it will fit in there. Time to drill a little hole. Here's a little 2mm hole drill that I will try to get exactly in the center. Look if it's fit. Over there it fits. So if I just make this a little bit thinner and cut it off, I can easily push it in. I only have to finish the inside, the outside of course not, because we're not going to see that. So I put a little shellac on here, sand it for a minute. It'll work. Simply just have to press it. Get my super glue.
Super glue, Superman.
Probably everybody knows the problem, that the glue is here in this point, at this point, and it dries and the whole thing is stuck. This one is stuck also, but the handy thing is that this needle is steel, and now the super glue inside has gone liquid again. There it is.
Give me the salt, yo.
Always have salt in your workshop. Oh, not that much. And it's gone. So I can have it on the table like that. Nothing will happen. And when oh, look at that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So if you have to go to your mother-in-law tonight and you don't have a present, but you do have half an hour spare time, go ahead. I guarantee she will be very grateful. See you next time.